day to you all, and welcome to another episode of Wear Many Hats. My name is Rachel, and this is the podcast that's totally dedicated to the FM and workplace and property industry. Today, I've got a fantastic guest. I've already been chatting to him for some time already. This could be a long podcast. It's Roderick Miller. He is the head of workplace operations and experience at UKTV. Welcome.
Thank you for having me, Rachel. Good afternoon.
It's a pleasure to have you here. I'm very excited. I know about UKTV, so I'm going to be interested to hear about what you guys are up to over there and your journey, of course. So did you come from far today?
No, about less than an hour. I'm in North London, so not too far at all.
We chatted.
We did.
We have some common grounds of where we've been. Edmonton, Enfield.
Indeed,
yeah, I know it well. So should we kick off?
Let's
You're all good? You're ready?
Ready to go.
So you're on my first podcast of the new year in 2026.
What a privilege.
Whether you go out live on that, I don't know. But yeah, let's go for it. So let's rewind a bit. Where did it all start for you?
It started for me not knowing what facilities management was. I have had a storied background that I feel led perfectly into facilities. So I have been a debt collector. I have been a bingo caller. I've worked for a removal company. I have worked for the NHS for probably about 6-7 years doing data entry, reception work. I was a teaching assistant.
I saw this.
And then made the transition into workplace via the post room. That was my first role in facilities management, in a post room for EMAP in Shoreditch.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
obviously you've had a journey. Did you say it was like 15 years now you've been in?
Yeah, 15 years this year.
Workplace.
Yeah, bizarre.
That's incredible. Yeah. And, like I was saying earlier, we've had guests that don't generally come down that, my parents are from an FM background. They kind of pushed me into it, one guest. And the others are like, two of them were lifeguards. I mean, this is the thing, isn't it? Like you don't have to come from some sort of traditional background in FM,
Absolutely.
So you sort of fell into it then.
So tripped, fell, and found my tribe by the field of it. Yeah.
Love definitely. That. So, obviously moving through your career, you've worked for some fantastic companies.
Indeed.
How exciting.
Yeah, indeed.
Can we name them?
Yes, please. Please.
Go. So I can see Made.com. I know Made.
Yeah.
You were there a little while as a workplace manager.
I was there for 3 and a touch years.
Yeah, 3.5.
And probably, maybe not still there, but I would have been there for a little while longer because it was such a wonderful environment to be in. And on my journey, I think it was the most influential space that I was in. And that was due to very much a gentleman, a mentor, Michael Bentley, who's now at Dr. Martens. He shaped my career by allowing me to be myself.
Yeah.
And that was key. I was at a company prior to that, and I felt quite stifled and restricted and sort of put a lid on my personality. And he was like, I just want you to be you.
Love that.
I want you to do the job, absolutely, but I want you to be you. And I flourished there, and I learned so much. I'm still in contact with him today. So
I think I've invited him on the show.
He's got to come. Michael, you have to come to the show.
I know I have because I remember Dr. Martin. So, yeah, I'm going to message him again.
Keep pestering him.
Thanks for that. And then obviously you moved into Swift Lab for a short time.
I was at Swift Lab. That was a tech startup company. They were amazing. They had some amazing minds just sort of coming together for this common goal. And the unfortunate thing is, as soon as we were starting to gain momentum, it all kind of went. It all kind of just went quiet. And unfortunately, the company dissolved, and I was sort of like, And it was
the thing with startups. There's a risk involved.
That is it. That is exactly it. And it was interesting. It was sort of like having had the same experience at Made not too long before. Going through it, it didn't hurt as much.
Yeah.
It was frustrating. Again, great potential for a wonderful time.
Yeah.
But it wasn't to be. I learned plenty while in a short space of time.
One door closes, another door opens,
Absolutely.
and then wow, you went to Paramount.
That was the door. That was the door. That was the door. Yeah, Paramount. It was
the big filming.
Do you know what? It's so funny. I went to their head office is in Hawley Crescent in Camden.
Right.
And Camden's was like a second home for me. I've got piercings all over and tattoos and stuff. So my wife were there all the time. My wife and I were there all the time. So being able to go there every day was amazing.
I love it.
I actually got which one? I got that tattooed during my lunch break.
Oh wow!
During a lunch break. As you do. But yeah, great experience again to see all the different parts that made Paramount come together. Channel 5, the MTV pieces, and then just getting involved in everything. Again, a huge learning experience. I was only there for 8 months.
Yes.
8.5. But I learned so much from the team that I was with.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that. And I was I'm in constant contact with a lot of people that are there.
I love that.
Yeah.
So they can see your journey now.
And they can. I've had a lot of well wishes and pats on the back.
I bet. Yeah. And because now you're obviously head of workplace operations and experience for UKTV. So you've been there a little while now. So
yeah, indeed.
You said to me before we've come on the show that you absolutely love your job.
You know what it is? It's the autonomy that I have in shaping the environment that's there. And that interaction, because you have a tiny team. It's myself, Janet, who's our workplace manager, and Cheyenne, who's our workplace assistant. And the three of us do our very best to make it happen. You know, whatever the guys need.
Yeah.
In terms of keeping, to just keep the environment buzzing and make sure it's a creative environment, but also the nuts and bolts of it. You know, coffee's working, toilets are able to fly, all of that, the basic stuff. The place is clean. They've got the resources that they need. And we've got such a great and vocal workforce that are like, guys, we think this would really help. We will give it a try.
Yes.
Within reason, we will give it a try.
So they're up for that as well.
Absolutely. The work space has to reflect the workforce.
Correct.
You know, and yes, you've got a plethora of different people and characters and wants and desires and cultures, etc. And you're trying to cater to as many as possible because you can't cater for all. But I think we're doing a good job.
Love that.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it's great.
Yeah,
I like to hear that, and I like to hear more about what you do in a day.
Sure.
In a little while.
Yeah.
But you know, obviously, this is one of the questions we kind of covered that as well. Did you always know this was the path that you'd end up on? I suppose go back to where you first went into facilities. What happened? What was that switch that kind of? Obviously, because you were mentored, weren't you? So what?
Yeah. So what was the switch? So I had no idea I would end up in facilities management. Like I mentioned, I had no idea what facilities management was. Yeah. I've got an old childhood friend who was in the post room, and he said, I think you'd be really good at this job.
Wow.
You're really strong and you've got OCD and you're great with pizza. And I was like, okay, cool.
I can do it.
Because I can do that. Lots of lifting of boxes and liaising with people that you've got post and setting up meeting rooms and multitasking.
And doing it to perfection and right.
Exactly. And it was bizarre because I was like, okay, removal man, I've got the skills to do that. Lifting and shifting boxes and data entry, I can do that. Sending emails, piece of cake.
Yeah.
And the liaising with people when you are knocking on people's doors as a debt collector, you have to have a degree of personality about you to make sure that they give you the money, that they don't set their large Alsatian on you. That actually happened.
Wow. Another story.
But yeah, it all sort of came together and made sense. And so, starting in the post room, working with EMAP on my first really influential leader was a lady called Seri Ford,
right?
Who I'm still in contact with today. And again, that first inkling, just watching her be herself.
And what was she?
She was my man. She was my direct manager. She managed the contract, and just an amazing leader and an amazing human being.
Love
And
that.
I realized that in order to be the leader, you have to be the human being first.
Yeah.
And that stuck in my head.
Yes.
Because I noticed that some people sort of take the human hat off and
Put the business
head on, and it's business above everything. And that didn't sit right with me.
Yeah.
I couldn't
can't
function
work like that.
No.
Yeah.
But I couldn't function like that at all. It's like the human part, but numbers, but the human is the most important. And I think COVID has really allowed us to refocus on that. You know, numbers matter, absolutely, but the human matters more.
I agree. And we'll get into that in a bit as well. And we keep leading on to the next question because it says, who or what gave you the real push in your career? And I mean, not necessarily those people that you mentioned, but there's probably a few.
There's a few. There are a few. Sari, definitely. She gave me the first inclination that maybe I could be a leader.
Yeah.
Second person was Ploon van Dersen. Again, a manager of mine, showed me a different way of working, a different approach to work.
Yeah.
And really gave me the impetus and gave me the confidence that I could lead. It was a huge contract on a construction site.
Oh, wow.
And watching her navigate that space without compromising who she was really, really inspiring for me. And it just allowed me to actually, because I have this imposter syndrome. I'm constantly in this state of, but can I do this though? But should I be in this space though? Because I don't have how many letters
qualification.
Name. I'm not a classroom. We talked about it before. I'm not a classroom person. I like to be hands-on. I'm a kinesthetic learner, so I like to be able to do with my hands and see and experience. And she was one of the first people that was sort of look, just because I've done that, because she was one of those people who started from facilities right from day dot. She knew and she knows everything and everyone, which is amazing. It's testament to her personality and her.
He's come on the show as well.
Yes, Ploon, you need to be on the show as well. But yeah, she's again amazing. Gave me the opportunity to be myself and
that's terrific.
Believe in myself.
And no doubt more people, since then give you.
I will say, I did write this down actually. Out of all the people that have influenced me on this journey, the number one person is my mum.
Oh,
Mumsy. Because again, so she's been a leader for as long as I can.
Okay.
In work. She only recently retired.
Okay.
And she navigated every space she was in with grace and authority without being domineering or overbearing. And she created a rod for other people's backs, because I was like, this is my measuring stick. So if you don't measure to that as a leader, seeing how people behave around her and people still to this day speak about her, you're not quite there yet. So, Mumsy, thank you very much for your input and your ongoing support.
Well done, Mum.
Well done, Mum.
Very blessed.
Indeed, 100%.
Yeah, super. So let's have a little chat about what you do in your day.
Cool, in the day to day.
Yeah. So what does it look like for you? Give us a little peek behind your curtain, so to speak.
Interesting. The analogy, I speak in analogies a lot.
Yeah.
The analogy I came up with was, it's like a buffet.
Yeah.
It's like when you go into a buffet, you're sort of okay, today I'm going to have the ribs, I'm going to have the roast pork, and I'm going to have some vegetables.
Yeah.
And that will be, just making sure everyone's chill.
Yeah.
It may have been a difficult weekend for some people.
Yeah.
To get everyone on job. And then sometimes I will need just coffee.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a coffee drinker. I will need a Red Bull and I'll need some vegetables and I'll need some fish, because I need to be up on a ladder somewhere or under a table or lifting and shifting. So just recalling all of the skill set that I've had over the years. It's a mix of things. No, it's that old analogy in facilities. No 2 days are the same.
Wearing many hats.
Exactly. So I know
Juggling.
tomorrow I will have my big headphones on and I'm locking in to do some strategy work in terms of what we're going to do in the next year.
Exciting.
Upcoming. Very exciting. Very, very
This
exciting.
might make you think as well a little bit more.
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to have to tame my thoughts because I think big.
Yeah, that's all right.
And then have to sort of
Rein it in.
Which is fine. It's fine. I'm getting used to it.
That's a good thing. Thinking outside the box.
Indeed.
So what about challenges? I mean, obviously this is start new year, so we kind of all go in really like guns, like, yes, I can do this. And what's challenging you at the moment or maybe what keeps coming up? Or
I think I say balancing expectations.
Okay.
Yeah, sort of like across the board, sort of like the executive leadership team as well as, the general workforce, hybrid working, it's still sort of evolving. We got to the stage where we thought, okay, this is what hybrid working is going to be.
Yeah.
And recently, in the last maybe like 12 to 18 months, we've seen another big shift in terms of how it is. And for me, it sort of stretched the definition of the workplace experience. So we are now looking at, what resources do we have in order to achieve that workplace experience that people are pining for. People want belonging, they want great service, they want seamless tech, they want magical moments. You're doing that on a very, very restricted budget. And that's not just...
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Absolutely, completely across the board.
And so we should be as well.
Absolutely, because we're trying to run a fair and consistent and sustainable operation. So that is the tension that we have, sort of like that balancing of, we're trying to make the office a destination. We're trying to convince people to get on the sweaty train in the morning.
Yes, I'm hearing this. Expensive, sweaty train.
Yes, expensive, sweaty train. Buy the exorbitant lunch from across the road sort of thing. Like, we're trying to get people to come in and understand how important it is to be together, especially for a creative company like UKTV. Those magical minds need to be in the same space. It's very difficult to do that over a 17-inch screen.
And we've spoke about this with previous guests, is that, the generation that is Gen Z or Gen Z, whatever you want to call them, they do love the working from home. But we say, if you're the older bunch, they are missing out on networking and getting, like, you saw people, right? You were watching, Bloom was it? You were watching these people do their job. Absolutely. How can you do that from home?
It's impossible. It's impossible. I'm a huge advocate, and I get, bias. I'm FM, and throughout that whole period,
we
were in.
Of course.
We were on ladders.
You don't know no different.
We had stickers on. We had the 2 meter stickers on the floor, and we were moving IT equipment and then putting it back, and all of that sort of thing. So we were there. I saw the detriment, the detrimental effect it had on a lot of people. I remember a young lady at Maid came in. She came in every day. As soon as we opened the doors, she was in every day. I was like, what? Where are you coming from? And she was coming from Timbuktu, it might as well as me.
Yeah.
And I said, you're getting on a train, on the bus and all of that stuff. Why are you coming in every day? She goes, I cannot sit in my flat by myself. I need to be around people.
I'm the same.
And I was like, absolutely.
Even if you're co-working, there's a lot of co-working space up there. You just got to be around people, regardless of the journey in.
100%.
When you're in and you're settled.
Yes.
It's so good to talk to people.
Yes, absolutely. Bumping into people and talk direct, because the mind is amazing. And when you just sort of like spark with someone, it's like, actually, that idea, I meant to talk to you. You're not doing that if you're, if you're in your gym jabs on your screen and you're dressing gown, and I'm all for sort of like a dress down and relaxed day, but flipping out, like the mind is more fertile when it's surrounded by other fertile minds.
Very important, people. We keep hearing this anyway. Obviously, if you're in workplace or in FM, in the property world in general, you got to be in. Really, otherwise it's not really going to function without you. It's sort of like practice what I preach. I'm in every day, and this is why I'm in. I love that. So where do you think the industry is heading at the moment? What excites you? Obviously, we've touched on remote work. There's tech, there's ESG, AI, goes deep as you want. I mean, you're kind of an advanced company anyway, aren't you? So
we're moving, swiftly to like digital first in all ways of working, and we're trying to incorporate that in our workplace team as well. I'm excited at the fact that we're moving from the traditional sort of like facilities banner.
It's going, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sort of like more of an experience ecosystem. Like what the different factors that affects the environment, and being able to tweak those like an equalizer. Doing music.
Yes.
Just tweaking it to get the perfect balance. I'm really excited about that. I feel like the best workplaces are the ones that are able to blend hospitality, psychology,
love that,
brand, because people need to be able to connect with where they're working.
Exactly.
Sustainability and operations all into one ball of wonderful workplace energy.
Nice.
So it's
exciting.
It is exciting because it's. Whereas before, facilities were the office fire people.
Yeah, we're like the people fixing the light bulbs.
Yeah, they'll fix the light bulbs. This plant's falling over. Air cons. It's too cold. It's too hot.
It's not that at all.
We're much. We do have the reactive aspect still. Of course. We always will, but we're much more involved in the strategy of a company and how it's going to move forward. Because at the end of the day, you can have the most intelligent people in the world. If that workplace is not conducive to creating an environment where people can create and they can do their best work, they're not going to come in. Then you're not going to have the culture that you need.
Yeah.
People will go. I've seen people leave for culture. Yeah, the money's great, but I don't feel great here.
Yeah.
I want to be somewhere where
ticking all the boxes. Yeah.
I want to belong. That sense of this is key.
This is what I keep saying. Obviously I've interviewed 57 guests in total, but this is the part that really excites me, is like listening to how people are developing the offices to make people want to come back into or want to come into the office.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we're kind of getting past that whole post-COVID, no one wanting to come in. I think it was an exciting thing for us all because it was very much Monday to Friday. You're in the office. This office is as plain, as boring as, and
that's what it was.
Yeah, you were like, oh God, just thinking of some of the workplaces I've worked in, open plan and kind of grim blues and greys.
Yeah,
it's not like that anymore. It's very much like home from home.
Asylum looking. Yeah, it's the character that you're able to put in the office. And we're walking in here and there's a beautiful
labs,
colour tone, the comfort, the textures is wonderful. You're not sitting on a hard plastic grey chair, easy wipe down chair on a white table that's got several scuffs in it and blue tack and chewing gum underneath it. You have just all of that. It's very natural and it feels very nice, and people want to work in a nice environment.
Yeah, it is lovely in labs. Yeah. Shout out labs.
Shout out labs.
Yeah, done a good job. So there's a lot going on. Let's chat about AI.
Yes.
Talk to me. Is it a friend or a foe?
I am firmly in the friend.
Me too.
Firmly in friend. I think it's definitely a friend because if you use it like a colleague, but I'm an 80s baby and I remember like He-Man.
Yes.
So I see it as the sword from He-Man.
Yeah.
Or Thundercats, which was another favourite of
mine. Yeah.
The sword from Thundercats, where it's an extension of who you are.
Yeah.
Use it like that.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. If you treat it and think about it like as if it's going to replace you, then you're not going to get the fullness.
Yeah, I don't feel that.
No.
Especially within, literally, we were just talking about human elements, right? And humanity, culture, all these different things. You're not going to get that from AI.
No.
Even if it does get to know you, which I find remarkable. We had a guest on the show who said, type into ChatGPT or whatever you use, Copilot, what do you know about me?
So I have done this.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? It knows everything.
And I spent probably an hour to sort of like tell me more.
Yeah, me too.
Expand. What happens next? It was amazing. And that was the prompt. So from what you have gathered about me so far, from the prompts that I've put through, what can you tell me about me? And it was frighteningly accurate.
I know, same.
To a degree.
Middle name, had it all.
Yeah. Bearing in mind that again, the 80s baby and grew up with Terminator, it raised my Skynet senses to the highest. But it is about managing. It can only give what you put in.
That's what I say, yeah. And you do need to check it. It's not 100% accurate. In terms of facilities and workplace, you've definitely got to double check everything that you put in. 100%. I mean, it does make people's lives easier.
Absolutely.
I don't think it's going to replace anything. I mean, it may replace some jobs. I do understand that, or it'll make it more difficult for people because don't need to ask questions for this, that, because we go and ask ChatGPT. But if you do want the personal element, you're not going to get that.
Well, this is it. Like, it takes away the friction. Mm-hmm. You know, the reporting, the admin, the noise.
Yeah.
It takes that, or it manages that, or it gives a way to manage that easily enough so humans can do the human work.
Yeah.
The empathy, the judgment, the belonging, the building, that's the sweet spot. Being able to sort of like automate the really boring stuff that none of us really want to do.
Yeah.
You know, drawing in information and filling in Excel sheets and all of that stuff.
Through questions it
will give you that information that you can then input into the space that you're working.
And then go and do other parts of your job.
Yeah.
That's it. And like we have cobotics as well, which is another conversation. In especially in workplace, you have like robot cleaners and smart tech and sensor tech, and
we've got a lot of smart tech from our cleaning company, our maintenance company as well. There's a lot of smart tech that they're using, so that's really interesting to see how
they pull stuff out. Yeah. For you to see.
Exactly.
And you go, oh, wow, right, okay.
Precisely.
So that maybe that area is not being utilised as much.
Precisely.
So we might need to change that area and maybe move it into this. And
Precisely.
Or there's a lot going on in this area.
Yeah. We need to expand. We need to add more resources.
So it's fantastic, 100%. Really. ESG is a buzzword at the moment. What does it really mean to you in your work?
I think it is a blueprint for running a responsible workplace. You know, again, go back to sustainability, but also community impact, fair supply chains, accessible spaces, well-being. They're all things workplace teams touch on every single day and have an incredible amount of input in. We have found at UKTV that staff are really, really invested in that. And they're constantly saying, so what are we doing about this? And, you know, what other measures are we taking for sustainability and recycling? And, you know, how else can we reach out to the community? It's a great company to be in because people care.
Yes, this is great, isn't it?
And it is, because that means the culture's doing something right. So, for me, ESG, it becomes powerful when it moves from sort of like just being on a PowerPoint presentation to this is what we can do to actually doing. And then that being a behaviour, not just a tick box exercise, just a behaviour that comes naturally.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I love that you're on board with that. And I always say, like, companies, or in particular companies, or they're going to be left behind if they're not doing something. At least start.
Yeah.
Even if you just put it into ChatGPT and ask, what should we be doing as a business?
There's nothing wrong with that. At least people will see, and also communicating with your staff in terms of this is what we do, not just saying it in the hallowed chambers where the ELT are. You know, talk to your workforce and let them know this is what we're doing. You can help by, even if it's, you know, something small. We do loads of great stuff. We help with the homeless.
Love
we have like a wetlands initiative. We had like just before Christmas, we had a biscuit collecting initiative that went to local charity. Big shout out to our ESG team.
Up
there.
So you've got an ESG team.
We have. Well, I say ESG team. What I've noticed again, due to limited resources, you have a lot of people who are in certain networks, like your
they got a team
LGBT
together.
plus,
Yeah.
you got sustainability.
That's so good.
They give their time
So good.
outside of their 9 to 5. And what I've always been really impressed by is the passion that they bring. Because you can easily just be like, I'm going to give half an hour of my time. I'll do this. Yeah, I'm done for the year and I won't come back.
Yeah. Consistent.
Constant. And, we celebrate those wins as well. We have a regular meeting, an all-hands meeting, and we'll celebrate what we've achieved, how much paper's been saved on our digital clear up, etc., etc. So
you guys are really on it there.
We're on it.
Brilliant.
Great stuff.
That is really good. So I think you've kind of touched on this a little bit as well, but do you think the industry is innovating fast enough, or are we still playing catch up?
I think we're playing catch up still, but I think it's catch up with intent.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's been a noticeable shift to modernize the way facilities and workplace works and happens and is expanded. We're not known for rapid innovation, but I'm seeing a lot more curiosity based on sort of like panels that I've attended and meetings and networking events, more experimentation, more willingness to rethink and change the way that we've done things previously. I think we need to be a little bit more braver about test and learn rather than waiting for perfect. It's not going to be perfect.
No.
But you can find, not perfection, but you can find the next best thing in that, okay, this didn't quite work, but that element was great and that element was great. Maybe we can sort of like find a new foundation with that and expand on that. That's absolutely fine. Because I think for those of us in the FM industry who are working as third party, it's great for the client to see that sort of innovation, that you're thinking about how to do things better. And for people like myself who are on the client side, again, you're looking at senior management who are like, okay, I can see the vision. I'm going to give the buy-in for that. I'm going to give the back-in for that. Let's see where it goes. Again, flying the flag for UKTV. One of our company values is test and learn. Another one is be bold and move fast. Go for it. See if it works. If it doesn't work, okay, we got to learn it from that and we can do more.
Sounds like a good company to work for.
Great. Great stuff.
Your job's not available there.
No. I was there for a little while.
Love that. So looking back, what moment or project are you still proud of today? There's probably a few.
Yes, there are a few. Recency bias. So we've had a couple of spaces in our office that weren't being utilised in the way that was intended.
Yeah.
And giving Janet and Cheyenne respective ownership, project management of those spaces to say, okay, here's a remit. This is what we need from this space. This is what we need from this space over here.
Yeah.
Make it work.
Wow. You've given them the same autonomy.
Giving them the autonomy. Create this vision, mold it, sculpt it, take the input and the feedback from staff and implement it into that space. And I'm incredibly proud because they've done that. Feedback's been amazing already.
For them, I love that. And for you. But
I like to support. I'm not great with glory. You can ask my wife. I'm not great with praise. Apart from family games night, I'll take praise on that. But I like to see other people succeed. I like to be the facilitator in other people's success. And
you're the head of.
Indeed.
And that, it's so lovely to hear people say that. It's like the team that are there, 100%. The team that they create, or even in the past, they've created teams and they're, I'm watching people, obviously 25 years in recruitment, I've seen a lot of people move in their career and I'm like, wow, look at where you are now. I placed you as a receptionist 25 years ago, and now you are head of
You must have so many examples of that.
So that's the proud moment for me as well. So it is lovely to see, isn't it? Oh, you're a people person. I
am indeed.
So what's something you wish you knew when you were just starting out?
I wish I knew about facilities before I got married and had kids.
Okay.
Only because it's the most natural environment for me.
Right.
Since I've been working. And I know, as you mature and you get older and, certain things make sense only as you get older. I just feel like if I'd come in at 21 and started the journey 10 years earlier, where I could be now.
There's so many areas to FM and workplace that, so many that you really, I think that's probably what you're going to say. Like you maybe wish you'd studied a bit more about it. And
just a touch.
Knew about it.
If someone had come to me in my college years, my early uni years, and said to me, there's this space called facilities, and you can do X, Y, Z, and I know I may not have gotten I wouldn't have gotten the teaching assistant experience.
Yeah. It's all meant to be, isn't it? Are you a believer in that?
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
But
100%.
you wish you knew a bit more about it.
I do indeed. I remember I stayed on at sixth form because I didn't know what I was going to do.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I wanted to do for college. I'd done media because I liked music. I done all right. I think it was a case of, okay, you're going to go to uni now. I was like, I don't know if I want to do that.
Same.
I went.
And then worked.
I went for a year.
Oh, you did?
I went for a year. I went for my mum. I got to the beginning of the second year, and I was like, Mum, I can't do this again.
Yeah, and we're not all academic, and that's fine.
No,
I'm not.
So she, again, the kickstart my journey. She was like, okay, if you're going to be in this house, you're going to work.
Yeah.
Yes, Mum, of course.
Yeah.
Because also I liked having. She raised me to be independent, so having my own finances to be able to direct and do what I want to do was not a nice feeling.
Yeah.
So 21, staring at the ceiling. I've still got the photo at home. 21, bleary-eyed after my 21st birthday, completely unemployed. The verge of depression, it felt like.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do. So
it's scary, isn't it?
Frightening.
And we didn't really have, you're a bit younger than me, but we didn't really have the resources that they do now. We didn't have ChatGPT. We didn't have internet and phones.
Barely had the internet to go on it and say, I've got these skills. What can I do? I didn't want to go and work in a shop. I didn't want to do retail.
Yeah.
I'd done that previously. And it wasn't even.
So you knew what you didn't want to do.
I knew what I didn't want to do, but I didn't know what I did want to do.
Yeah.
I enjoyed. So I was a GP receptionist for a while.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Interaction.
Yeah, the interaction piece and the hyper focus of, doing the filling prescriptions and sending letters out and all that stuff. But then that was quite repetitive.
So you needed to be challenged again. Yeah.
Constant challenge. My poor son, I think, has the same affliction that I do. He needs constant new challenges.
Well, at least you know where to point him.
Indeed.
You can do your job. Take over. Oh, I love that. So if someone came to you tomorrow and said, I want to do what you do, what would you say to them?
I would say, if you are that way inclined, learn a craft, study, at least some basic studying, even if you're not an academic similar to myself. But learn people first.
Yes.
Communication. Yeah.
So
learn and understand people first. Gosh, I've put my foot in it many a time just because I didn't take my time to learn and understand this person and think about, what are they dealing with outside of this? Where could this be coming from? If you're not interested in people, this is not going to be a fun experience for you.
Yeah, especially if they're coming to you a lot with complaints. Well, not necessarily complaints, but things going wrong.
Yeah, exactly. And not everyone is
happy.
Yeah, not everyone has the most joyous when they're saying that, the toilet's not working or the tap's broken. Or again, the hot
coffee.
Coffee. Yeah. So, be ready to listen, be ready to learn, hold space for other people. Working in facilities can be a very humbling experience, so stay humble.
Love that.
I feel like the best leaders, maybe not even workplace leaders, but best workplace leaders, treat every task, regardless of its size, like
project
with equal care. It may be a case of, we are revamping an entire room for an exec team, for a creative team, or, it may be a case of we need to change the hand sanitizers in the toilets.
Yeah.
Apply the same care and quality to both, because that fills my cup.
Yeah.
And you need to be, if you like people, that means that sort of thing will fill your cup, and keeping your cup full is vital.
That's great though, to know that this role isn't in the basement, like we were saying earlier. Yeah. Don't really see many people.
Yeah.
It's the total opposite.
Yeah. It's people just gravitate to you. And again, you need to be of the mind to be like, yeah, cool, I'm fine with that. Yeah, come take a seat.
Yeah.
I'll put that away.
Yeah. I'll listen to you.
All yours for the 3-5 minutes that you need. People need that. And I'm here to help facilitate that, because I get nuggets from what they've said that I can then implement into the space.
That's it. Brilliant. Yeah. Great bit of advice there. Love that. So let's switch off from work. What do you do outside the day job? You mentioned a little bit of stuff you do. Obviously, you're married with children, so that's a hobby in itself. And then you've got music. You still get involved?
I will do karaoke if there is a mic in my hand.
You're good.
Do love.
There is a mic there.
I know, and I'm insisting on breaking that into Tom Jones as we sit. Do love karaoke. Music saved my life. Mate.
Yeah, same.
And
speaks to you, does it?
It really does. Mm-hmm. It really does, and it sort of centers me quite a lot. Mm-hmm. So yeah, music is. You'll often see me walking around my house with my speakers on. My daughter's inherited the same. Yeah, my son has as well. Yeah, loves music. My son. Yeah, yeah. Not my daughter as much, but my son. We have like very similar tastes in music. Same. Obviously, she's 13, so she listens to stuff that I would not touch with a barge pole. But at the same time, I'll hear her listening to Donny Hathaway. She has a current obsession with the Hamilton soundtrack. She knows every single song word for word. That she gets from her mum. Right. Her ability to retain lyrics, unbelievable. Wow. So, yeah. So, kids, music, food. I'm a massive foodie. Yeah. I love to cook. Okay. When I get the chance, when I get the opportunity. Any sort of creative escapism. I get that from you. Yeah. Creative. Yeah. What about outdoors? Are you? Do you know what? I used to be incredibly outdoors. But it is winter right now, so it's cold. We don't really think about. I don't anyway. I don't ski. Never done it. I've never. If I'm going anywhere, it's somewhere warm. Yeah. I have a group of friends where we go to music concerts quite often. We try to go to maybe 3 or 4 a year. Yeah. And in the WhatsApp group, one will put through, right, such and such is in concert. You're going to beat the O2. I'm going to get tickets. I'm always the one. Are there seats? That's all I want to know. I will get up and dance, but I want the option to sit down. Yes. I want seats. I did 2 concerts last year, and I sat down for one but stood up the whole time. Yeah. Which was slightly frustrating. And then the second one I went to, I was stood, and probably my way forward, unless it's like something where you probably will be seated. After I was like, there's no point in getting those seats because I feel unsteady on my feet in the O2 when I'm like high up. That's weird seating. So I'd rather, so I'd rather be standing now. But that's just my, not mosh pit kind of stuff, but that's me now. I think, we're very similar. Love that. So last one, what's the best bit of advice you've ever been given? There's 2. Mm-hmm. You can say as many as you like. I mentioned them already. Yeah. 2 people said it. Be you. I feel like being your authentic self is essential, because I was desperately unhappy trying to perform, be someone that a line manager wanted me to be. Oh, yeah. Yeah. desperately unhappy.
It's horrible, that, isn't it? We don't have to put up with that.
No, not at all. And
I've done it.
I'm sort of like, if that's what you want to do, if that was your journey, then that's fine for you. But I can't be a carbon copy of you. That's not how I perform. And, mistakes were made and things went wrong. And I've just realized that being authentic to myself has allowed me to grow and flourish and come into my yes season, my yes era, and just grow more and network more and learn more and be a better human being for one, definitely a better head of workplace for another. And the other one was lead with consistency.
Nice.
Yeah, be consistent. Again, I've had inconsistent managers. I had one manager who locked me in a comms room to reprimand me.
What?
And I was like, this feels really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here. And that person burst into tears, and I was like, now how is this going to look? I get the optics. I am 6 foot plus.
Yeah.
I am upwards of 250 pounds, bald and bearded.
Yeah.
You're gonna come out in tears. I'm coming out behind you with a stoic face.
Yeah.
What are people going to think?
Yeah, that's
when actually it was me that was being reprimanded and me who was incredibly traumatized by it. And I had to go home. I had to leave because I was so just confused and frazzled, and the client could see it.
Oh, no.
Fortunately, I had a good relationship with the client, and I just basically, I didn't divulge everything, but I was very clear. Look, I'm not in the right headspace. I'm more than happy to do this from home. You can monitor me. You can see that I'll be logged on, but I can't be in this space at this point in time.
Absolutely.
She was like, no problem. And it's funny because within 3 months of that, I handed my resignation and I was at Maid. Yeah.
There'll be a reason why that happened, right?
Yeah.
And at least you know that you won't be doing that to anybody.
Absolutely.
That's no way. And be who you are.
You may not work for and that is the thing. It's not be who you are. You'll definitely make it work. This might not be an environment for you, but you can only find that out if you
give it a try. Yeah. And love that. Oh, thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure.
We get to go to the Rosewood now for beverages, so I get to speak to you for longer, which is fantastic. Thank you so much, Roddy. Absolutely. And very personable journey and very honest. Thank you. It's great to hear. So I really do hope, and I know that our listeners will get something from this. So are they okay to reach out to you on LinkedIn with any questions that they may have?
Absolutely.
About maybe getting into the workplace and how to do that?
100%. Show me. I'm here. I'm available. Open.
Lovely.
Yep.
Thank you, Rod.
Pleasure.
And that's the end of today's episode, sadly. Until next time. So please do like, share, forward on to anybody that is wanting to get into workplace or facilities or estate management, anything to do with property. Until next time, take care.